Hi, I'm Chris Goegan. In this video, I'm going to show you why marketing doesn't work, or probably better still, why your marketing isn't working the way you are led to believe that it should. So, and what to do about it. And that's one thing that's very common these days. I've been doing this for over 2 decades and work with hundreds of clients, over 100 different industries. And there's a big thing going on right now where there's just a lot of people want to grow, but it's just really confusing and overwhelming as far as what to do, what not to do, how should I do it, and all the rest. Let me just read you something just I got from a client. Put my glasses on. Turn a big 5-0 next month, and I just got to start using these things. So it says that they're looking to grow their business. Been on the hunt for the last 6 months for a solution to drive my business to the next level, to keep it ahead of the curve, and want to dramatically grow my volume with automation. I've been working manual, caveman style for many years. I love what I'm doing. I can't ever imagine officially being retired, but I need to build something that I can grow bigger beyond just me. And the reason why is to have like something, an asset that can be sold, having an exit plan in place, something that can grow. So so in the past, I conducted business almost 100% of referrals and one paid lead source. I felt that was too risky, putting all my eggs into a few baskets and relying on them solely to get me through hard times, or if they stop coming altogether. I've always known that in business, you must have multiple sources to generate business from, but having an outside expert that can show you the different avenues and help you put into place is what I needed. And the first part, that's really common. It's like you've got to where you are through hard work and determination. You've pushed through a lot of obstacles. You've accomplished a lot. Congratulations and well done on that. And so you've got some things working for you. You've probably got, good referrals coming in, and you probably have, maybe you've got a lead source, maybe you've got a couple lead sources, maybe they're delivering leads, but maybe they're just not delivering at the volume that you want them to deliver in. And so if you want to grow your business to the next level, like people I work with are doing maybe $250,000 on the low end, $250,000 up to $50 million. And what they're doing, though, is how they're looking at growing the business is all wrong, using the wrong methodology. And this is the reason why so many people are stuck and not having the growth that they should be having. And so what happens is you want to grow and you tried a couple things on your own, it doesn't work. So let's look at bringing in an expert. Let's hire an expert. Well, you know what? Let me just tell you about some of the experts that this client had come across. Let me continue reading here. Asked if it was fun doing this because this person likes challenges and likes going after things. And, fun, not exactly. Frustrating beyond belief. I always wondered, do these people really care about driving results, or do they just want to sell me something and then have no accountability if it does not drive results? I'm not a marketing expert. Sifting through all the bombarding LinkedIn messages from people in this arena that didn't want to take the time to really understand my business and just throw a list of pricing out to me was overwhelmingly frustrating. I was scheduled a call with a marketing professional and having cancel on me 5 minutes before a meeting, telling me she had to deliver a project she was overdue on and wanted to reschedule with me later on. Who does that? Which is kind of funny. It's like, all right, hey, I can't get my projects done on time, so can we reschedule and then I can get some business for you that I can't get done on time? It's funny. Well, it's not funny, but it's funny. I think you get the point there. So anyhow, had another interview with someone who basically didn't even call for a scheduled meeting debriefing. 30 minutes later, she called and admitted she had no idea how her calendar didn't alert her of her appointment. Want to know I still want to talk? Nope. Had a certified Infusionsoft specialist. I was supposed to get all things running in Infusionsoft, only to have her disappear on me and take a month to return a call I had made about making the progress. Bye-bye. Overpromised and savorily under-delivered was my experience over and over again. I don't know what your experience is. That's unfortunately very common out there. There's a lot of good people, a lot of good business owners like you who are at mercy of people. And what's even worse is that with all the noise out there, it's frustrating of what to do. So most people are like, okay, my business is here. I want to take it to the next level, but my gosh, I don't want to get there with all the work I had to put in to get it from nothing to where it is right now. It seems to them like a monumental task to grow it to that next level, but really it's not. When you understand what I'm going to show you, it becomes so much simpler about growing and scaling your business. And a side note, if you haven't read the book, E-Myth Revisited by my friend Michael Gerber, I strongly recommend buying and reading that book. It'll change the way you look at things. Michael's a friend and a private client I've been working with for a few years and done a lot of wonderful things there. So anyhow, so to get you from where you are to the next level, it does not take as much work as you may think it What it requires is having some systems and a lot of things working for you and doing it in a totally different way than you've probably ever been pitched before. And I'm going to show you what that way is. So let me stand up. My background's engineering before getting into sales and marketing, and I built high volume manufacturing lines. And so when I built high volume manufacturing lines, I could care less what technology we use. If I just want a hole in an engine block, I didn't care if we drilled, ream, burnished, bored, roller burnished. I didn't care what technology we use, as long as the hole got there, the right spot, the right place, the right time, every single time, and it was cost effective. That's all I care about. With marketing, that's all I care about. I don't care about anything as long as it's going to get the results. And so as far as what you want to understand for your marketing, there's two KPIs or key performance indicators that you want to understand. Number one is your CPL, which is your cost per lead. Number two is your client acquisition cost. So how much does it cost you to get a lead, number one? How much does it cost you to get a client, number two? I understand there's other metrics, but these are two of the most fundamental ones that you should know for your business. So what I'm going to show you is what most people do is with their marketing, their plan, their strategy, they're focused on 1%. So in any given market, if you're talking to 100 people who are looking at whatever it is that you're buying, 1% will buy. 1 out of 100 will buy right now. So what I'm showing you is up to 30% of people will buy if they were educated about what you're selling. If they're educated and nurtured. So this is what we're talking about. We're talking about 30x, how you can 30x your business. Now I understand you're not going to 30x your business the first year, but what we found from the hundreds of clients we worked with, the first year you can get anywhere from 15 to 35% growth in revenue in the first year, and be in position to 2x to 10x your business after that. So we've done this over and over again with a number of clients, and I'm going to show you. This is what we do. So what most people do is like, I need sales, so I need leads. This is the internal conversation. I need sales, so I need leads. I need leads, so I need traffic. So and then all the things that they read online about traffic. Okay, I got to do LinkedIn, or I got to do Google, I got to do Facebook, I got to do this, I got to do social media, I got to do all this stuff. And so they go off and they go on this traffic hunt. But what happens is they, at the end of the day, it's like, well, I spent however much money I spent, and did I get any return off of that? So you want to make sure you're getting a return off of it. How much money did I put in? How much money did they come back? And hopefully that should be positive for you. If you're having social media campaigns, a lot of people say, well, we can't measure social media. Well, what you can measure is you can measure, the reach you've had, how many clicks you've had your website, how many people have opted in to get something for you, how many people requested meetings or bought, and then how many sales were made and the revenue from the sales. You can track that, and you should track that. So most people, what they do is they're like, all right, I need sales, so I need traffic. So I'm gonna dump money into Facebook, I'm gonna dump money into LinkedIn, I'm gonna dump money in this. And then what happens is they have nothing to show for it. It falls flat. So instead of that approach, what we're going to do is we're going to build an engine that drives sales. My friend Mike Gerber, I like the simplicity of what he says is, you want to grow a business, picture it as being a three-legged stool. And the three legs are lead generation, lead conversion, and client fulfillment. Lead generation, lead conversion, and client fulfillment. So you build those core blocks in place, and then you can grow your business as big as you want. So lead generation is really nothing more than traffic. Lead conversion is two components: lead warming and lead closing. And then client fulfillment is, well, you've got a 5-star, you got to have a great product, a 5-star product, 5-star experience that people will just rave about. You got to have that. If you don't, work on that before doing anything else. So I'm assuming that you're already successful, so you already have that in place. You're great at what you do. In fact, you're the best. You know it. Everyone you've worked with knows it. Everybody should know it. So let's get everybody to know that. All right. And here's how we'll do that. So like I said, so we've got we need traffic, and then we need to warm the traffic, and then we need to close the traffic. So the traffic is really our lead generation. Warming the traffic is our lead warming, and closing is our lead closing. So we need traffic. We've got to warm the traffic, and then we have to close the traffic. And so this right here. So we take people who are cold, and we drive them over here, and they go from warm to hot, and then they go in our closing system, and they close and produce revenues and referrals. I'm not sure if you can read my chicken scratch here. This right here, this is the engine that we want to work on and we want to build. We want to build this engine out. Let me write that up top. This is our engine. This is the engine that drives your business, that drives the revenue growth of your business. So we want to picture having a system where you get leads in, and then you've got this engine that can warm them, grow them from warms to hots, and then you've got a system to close. Picture coming in the morning, flipping your computer on, and having a string of emails of people that are requesting meetings with you. Or if we have a calendar integrated into your in your system, you've got all these like meeting requests just looking for you to approve of people that want to meet with you. They're telling you, hey, here's the problems I'm having. When can I meet with you? They're pre-qualified on dollars, they're pre-qualified on interest, and they want to meet. What would your day look like if you opened up your email in the morning and that's what you looked at? Well, that's what this engine builds. This is how we take people. Like a client who was doing $750,000. He said, hey, Chris, I want to get to $1 million. I looked at what he's doing. It's like, I'll show you how to do that in 15 minutes. You can do that, which he's done. He's blown past $1 million. I said, your opportunity though is to get from go from 750,000 to 50 or $100 million. And we've got him well in progress of doing that from building this engine out. Another guy went from 6.8 to $15 million in a couple of years, built this engine out, and then we plugged traffic in. And another client who, I think you get the point. I could tell you story after story after story of people that have done this, that have gone on success. You build the engine first. Talking with a guy the other day who's doing $450,000. Like, why aren't you doing $4.5 million? You should, because with this focus on here, you should be doing that. Working with another client working with, they're doing about $500,000. They'll be a $7 million company, well on their way because working on the engine. So here's the thing: if you've got this engine working and running in place, then what you do is then you plug in the traffic. Then you plug in, you say, hey, we'll plug in Facebook into this. Not sure that's sure. Maybe we'll try a different color. Okay, we'll try, that didn't work. How about YouTube? We'll plug YouTube into here. We'll plug LinkedIn into here. We'll plug Google into here. So you plug all these in there. They're almost like modules. You just bolt them on or plug them in. And then what we do on every single one of these, we put a meter on place just to make sure that we've got a good ROI. We've got a good ROI running, then we know that's good. Here's marketing made simple. How do you know if you should keep running something or not? It's very simple. If you got a good ROI, you keep running it. If you don't, you fix it or you flush it. That's it. Takes all the emotion out of it, makes it really simple. Many clients have it's made their marketing decisions very, 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 very easy to do this. So that's what we do. We build the engine first. We build the selling system first. We get it working on one traffic. And what we do is we plug every single traffic source into it. What happens is you become ubiquitous. You grow like you could never believe was ever possible before. And with these systems, it takes your time out of this. So you're not doing all the time in there. There's a number of components in here. There's a digital progression algorithm that created and attention amplifier and stuff like that I wrote about in my book on ebook on client acquisition systems. You can get that off my website. That'll go into more detail of this. But the big point here is build your engine first, traffic second. Engine, selling system first, traffic second. You do that and you'll have remarkable growth. You won't even believe where your business can go. So if you're wondering like, hey, how can this work for me? Whatever, underneath this video, there'll be a button. You can click on that and schedule a free 15-minute like chat. Let's just meet and just continue the conversation. I'm just talking just like as if we'd be talking in person. Go ahead, schedule it, and we'll show you, where some of your opportunities are. I call your AOHOs areas of highest opportunities. Every business has these. When you focus on these, this is where you can get the 15 to 35% growth. This is where you can get the 30x growth and get some stuff happening right now. So, 12 months from now, your business is going to be the same or it's going to be different. It depends on if you're going to chase traffic or if you're going to build your engine. So, look forward to connecting with you. Hopefully this video was helpful and you got some stuff out of it. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.